read, they banning the book, so they don't want them to read certain books. So you don't learn certain things that you need to know in order to navigate in this wall that we're in now in America. We're in a wall. Our communities is like a war zone. You got 13-year-olds dying on the streets, like in a wall. And we're quiet about it. You know, only thing we can say, well, we just got to keep praying about it. I'm going to preach it. I'm going to pray every day, but I'm going to get up and do something. Yeah. I'm going to try to make a difference in somebody's life so they'll know they have a better quality of life in this life. We need to get back to where the neighbors cared. Yes. You know, I can remember times when my sisters was getting out into their life, and they moved out into Perry Home. I'm going to just talk about that, Perry Home. When one got in trouble, couldn't pay the rent, they would have a fish fry for them. Exactly. Raise the money. Now, they can't get along. Yep. You know, they think it's a joke when somebody got a problem in the community. Everybody got to look down their nose at somebody. Mm-hmm. We need to go back to some of the prophets that we had. You know, like Booker T. Washington said, "Let no man drag you so low that it make me hate him." Yeah. See, because hate is the antidote to love. It is the antidote to love. And when you got hate that ruling the behavior of your neighbor, love that neighbor as thyself. Do unto others as you would want them to do unto you. Has no meaning to these folks. And it's not their fault. It's, you know, we got 5 institutions, and you got them all around the world. God gave us 5 institutions. The first institution is the family. We were talking about that. Now, the whole family, dynamics of the family has changed. Totally. Because of integration. They was able to weaken the family. That was the first set to do. Weaken that family. Don't let that family grow. Because that's when we came out of slavery. That's what we depended on. Each other. Family. Neighbors. Yes. Friends. Now, you got a problem with your friend, laugh at you. It's a joke. You know, your family, oh, we always don't want you to do something. You know, there is no love in the mix. There's no spiritual glue that we need to hold us in place with our thinking, with our knowledge, with our history. See, we done reached this point. And veterans, and that's why we talk about the plight of veterans, because I look back at some of the veterans I got to know. I was walking down the halls of Congress one day, and I'm wearing my Purple Heart hat that day, because I'm up there with a lobby. I'm up in Washington. Somebody come down the hallway to say, and I got one of them. I looked up, it was Charles Rangel. Really? Rangel, yes. Rangel, Charles Rangel. He said, you know what? He said, what you doing up here? Where you from? I told him where I was up there talking about the VA from Atlanta, Georgia. He said, you know what? It had not been for the GI Bill, I wouldn't be here. Exactly. I wouldn't be where I'm at. Jose was my mentor, my hero. Jose was a Purple Heart veteran who helped me through with my regaining my composure, regaining my stability in the community. That what I came home with was not a pretty picture out of the military. And when I came home, 15 days after I got home, I was in a padded cell at Fulton County Jail, in a padded cell. Post-traumatic stress wasn't even on the radar. Wasn't even thought about. But some kind of way, the God that I serve just put it in my spirit, even though that other crazy stuff was in my spirit too. Yep. I was surrounded by people that had been there, did that. I don't know what Jose went through with his combat, with his wounds. But it made him one of the greatest servants I have ever known. Yeah. One of the greatest servants I've ever known. And I got to know some servants too. I think about Abbott Love. Yes. I'm going to talk about Albert Love right now because, see, this is the man that taught me the value of my vote. And I was, when I met Albert Love, I was in my 70s.
Yes. I was almost there.
Almost there. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? But this brother taught the vote like it was religion. He went around the donut. And his work, if you look around the donut right now, in the circle around 285, all these little cities got black mayors. All of them. But some of them don't need to be mayors. Okay. I'm gonna walk on water in a minute. Yeah. What we're trying to do here is be a voice for reason.
Yes.
You know, and the plight of veterans should be something that every citizen, everybody in the community should be concerned with, because we come out of their communities. Mm-hmm. You know, we should be an asset to the community, and most of us are. You know,
yep.
But they don't know it because, you know what, we're too quiet about it.
That's it. Yeah,
we're too laid back. So we let these people bring automatic weapons in our community. Now what then God just says you're gonna do with a AK-47, AR-15 in the community, except murder,
destroy lives.
Destroying lives.
Yeah. It's. I guess we need to go back to school, or some of us never been. Mm-hmm. In fact, what is community?
Yeah, what is community?
You know, we have totally lost any idea of what community is and what it should be.
Now, when you say that, I think about Dr. King's the love community.
Yeah.
The love community.
Yeah. But do we really love our community?
No, not right now.
Mm-mm. Yeah, all indications are that we
not
don't.
Right now.
And those of us who do love it, it's challenging to love it because of all the negativity that we see being imposed on it. But we got to hold true to our love and our belief that we can have a better community. We're not going to have a perfect one, but we can have a better community.
We can have the beloved community.
Yes.
We can.
Yeah.
You know, it's a work.
Yeah.
It's a work. It goes back to love that neighbor as thyself.
Yes.
You know, we got to stop looking at people as in competition. We got to be in collaboration. Mm-hmm. You know, we got to stop looking at people that's different from us as being better than us or lesser than us. Because see what? I learned this as a young person, man, in Vietnam. All of us bleed red.
Yes.
I didn't see no white blood. I didn't see no black blood. I saw a lot of blood.
A lot of blood, yeah.
I didn't see no black blood. I didn't see no white blood. I saw red blood.
Yeah.
And that made me believe that we're all God's creation. Mm-hmm. And we need to act like it. We need to stop letting people of this demagoguery scare us, have us scared of each other. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we add to it because we fall into this same stuff rather than taking the different approach to life. We got to look at it as we are all family.
Yes.
We are all family. We are all God's creation. You know, all of us have something different that we can bring to the table to make it better than it is now. Mm-hmm. We just gotta stop being afraid. We gotta stop being scared. You know, we got to stop being, scared.
Yeah.
We're scared of each other. You know, sometimes I think, I said, now, if I wasn't a convicted felon and a Christian, I might have a gun. Because, I'm thinking I'm walking down the street at night and I said, oh, man, I'm looking around because there's some crazy stuff happening in the streets. I'm talking about kids.
Yes. Yeah.
We got kids invading people's homes. Come on.
Yeah. And that was something that just never crossed my mind growing up.
Listen. Back then, Tony, I can't even remember having a key to my house.
That's it. Yes.
Because the door was always open.
Everybody's door was open.
I can't remember having a key.
Yep.
When I was in high school, in elementary school, the door was always open.
Yeah.
Because if Big Mama wasn't there, the door was still open.
Yeah.
They know somebody was coming there that lived there.
Yeah.
If they wouldn't have scared the neighbor was going to come in their house and take their stuff.
Because you knew the neighbor was watching your house. That's why we never had to have a key, because it was somebody sitting on the front porch in a rocking chair watching everything that goes on in the neighborhood.
Now, how we going to get it back there? We got to come back to that.
Yeah.
We got to get a sense of community. And the only way we're going to do it is that we start having these gatherings, attending these gatherings. Like we was talking about at the monthly membership meeting. You got a lot of, you want to talk about them for a minute, Tony, the activities that's happening out in the community.
You would bring it up when but one of the things that's happening this weekend is, I'll take this to sort of remind me and keep me going on the right direction, is the jazz festival that is happening in the West End.
Yeah.
You know, it is in music, which is a thing a glue that holds particularly the black community together. And here in the West End on Sunday, you got
after church
all of this activity going on in the West End. The Hammond Museum, which is a black museum located in the West End. People Street, which is a street festival, is going on with all those things that are happening there. It's things for people to do in the community. And it's all, the wonderful thing about it, it's all free. You just got to show up and enjoy the music and enjoy the camaraderie and enjoy the community. And that's something that is a missing part that is causing a lot of this tension that is going on in the community, because we have a tendency not to participate in those types of activities.
And this event is done by a veteran.
Yeah.
It's we gonna have to look at what we're trying to do in the community to make a difference. Because see, we're not gonna have community unless we start, coming together. And it can't all be serious. It can be, like relaxing. That's what they're gonna be doing on Sunday, relaxing. And then you got these sisters that are elected officials, I think.
Yes, they're all elected officials. They're having an appreciation brunch by the Daughters of Veterans. Here's an opportunity for veterans to participate in something sponsored by veterans, and these are all female elected officials. So yes, there are challenges in the community, but we made some major steps.
Yes.
Because we have the idea of having black female city and state representatives in this community. We're in the South.
Yeah.
We're in the heart of the South. And so there has been some wonderful accomplishments, but we can't settle on our laurels.
No,
we got to do more, because as we know, our system of government is being challenged, and the sad part about it is being challenged from within. But,
and this, we got to take advantage of these opportunities to meet and greet, and to learn from each other's experience. Now, that's fascinating to me because we've been talking about we're the sons of Atlanta.
Yeah.
And here, not knowing to us, there's some elected officials talking about they're the daughter of veterans.
Yes.
That means that they had some experience with veterans that was close to them. And they want to honor them.
Yes.
They want to honor them. So that's powerful.
That is really, really powerful. And it shows a sense of community that they were taught and they never lost. And now that they're in positions to make major decisions that will affect their community and the veteran community, they want to show appreciation. It's not often that we get those kinds of things. And so as a result, we need to show up to show that, yes, we appreciate what you're doing, and we're here to accept these honors and recognition that you're trying to bestow upon us. Yes.
So, and on the 3rd of next month, 9th of next month, we are also having something at Club E.
Yeah.
It's sort of like the Sons of Atlanta Veterans Day event where actually we're gonna have a lunch and learn. You're just gonna come there, we're gonna eat and we're gonna talk, we're gonna have camaraderie, we're gonna build networks. See, in order to get back to building this community that we know is best for us, we got to network. We got to collaborate. We got to stop being concerned, thinking somebody outdoing us.
Yeah.
You know, thinking that we can do something better than somebody else. We don't know all of that. You know, we got to collaborate. We got to come together as a community so we can use all of these experiences and talents that we have in our community to get our community out of this war zone.
Yeah.
It's a war zone.
Yeah.
It's a war zone. And the other thing we talked about, the Tony them, you know, with the veteran suicide stuff, that's still going on. Now, they talking about PTSD, but they program, when you get there, you're going to learn about mental illnesses.
Yes.
And they got professionals there. I mean, they just have to look like us. You know, they got professionals there to help us deal with this crisis in our community. Suicide is a crisis, and we got to attack it like it's a crisis. You know, we got to get a whole community involvement, you know, with this. And today we got, she should have been on staff, but she's kind of shy. Loving Care, Sandra. Care and Loving, Sandra. With her son, you know, her son was a suicide victim.
Yeah.
And she set up this foundation to help us, help the community learn about this. What impact it has on a mother. You know, to watch her son, you know, I make the joke about me and my mom, right? And my mom said something was wrong with me the second day I got home. She saw it. You know, she saw it. And she told me straight up, you need to go to the VA. You know, because she knew that this was not what she sent out the house. You know, so it's so critical that we look at sisters like this and support them and make sure that their work is our work. Mm-hmm. Their work is our work. Because I know what it feels like to be suicidal. And I know how hard it is for a black man to say, I'm suicidal. Mm-hmm. We just ain't gonna say it.
Yeah, yeah.
But we wind up doing it. We wind up doing it. We ain't gonna say it. You know, we cover it up as much as we can. But it can become so overwhelming we do it. You know, those 22 veterans a day, you know, they're some of them black, some of them white. They're veterans. Yeah. And that's what we're concerned with. And we got to be concerned with this. So Tony them is doing this thing every Monday. I don't know whether they're doing it Monday or not. Because it's a holiday. Did they say anything, Tracy, about Monday? Did they say anything about they're going to be there Monday?
Yeah, every Monday all the way through December.
Okay. Okay, so I'll be there Monday.
Yep.
Okay. So anybody, you know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you, I ain't been but one time because I'm running to the VA with all my stuff right now. I'm trying to get a hip replacement. I want to walk, so I'm kind of distracted, and I've been going to the heart doctor because I got to be cleared by my heart doctor before they won't do the surgery. So I'm going to people outside of the VA to get the care I need. And every veteran got that right when you not being able to get that care at VA. You can always ask for them to listen. I need the help that I'm needing. You know, I mean, I've been on this walker all year. I'm ready to give it up. I don't want to give it to somebody. I want to cast it away. But what we are looking at is these activities in the community, and we should go. Yeah. Veteran families, go meet people, pass out your flyers. You know, because see, the only way now, I ain't gonna miss this. We ain't gonna miss this daughters of veterans because we got to talk to them because they in our AO.
Yes. Yeah.
they in our AO, so that means that we can collaborate with them and they can be a part of the Sons of Atlanta. We got to build this movement. We have to build this movement. It's not going to just appear because we're thinking it. We got to get out and build it, like we've been doing, Tony. Yep. Like we've been Tony, when I wasn't on the walker, me and Tony was everywhere. Yep. we were not just down to city council and county commissioner. We were down there on government. We got to go to state capitol. You know, we got the senator. We got the talk
Yeah,
to.
that's right.
You know, we got to
because he's interested in working with us.
He's interested in working with us.
Yes.
See, and that's what we want veterans to start doing. Realize that these people are not anti-veterans. Most of them are pro-veterans.
Pro-veterans.
You can
and a
talk
lot of
to them about your situation, and some of them will take your fight. Take up your fight. They take up your fight.
Yeah.
Some of them are going, you know, they're going to twist it like Herschel Walker did. Oh, excuse me, y'all.
Yeah. You had to go there. Yeah. But we're going to we'll actually find out about a lot of other veteran organizations that are doing great things in the community. You know.
And we're pushing them for collaborations. Get together. Let's get together. Let's stop all this. You sitting over here and I'm sitting over there, and we're supposed to be about the same demographics. You know, we're operating upon the same laws.
Yes.
You know, I mean, why I can't share the information I got with you? You know, and I got a lot of information. You know, being 76 years old, that's a lot of information, ain't it? You know? So we have to be able to go out in our community and conjugate.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't got to stay through the whole thing. Sometimes just go.
Yeah.
You know, meet one. If you don't meet with one person, one new person, go. You'll be surprised what this kind of thing is happening with veterans starting to be in the community, doing these things for the community.
For example, the Veterans Businessmen Association that we
Collaborate.
Thank you for that word. You know, we existed for years with not knowing they existed, but once we found out that we're on the same mission, and they want to work with us, and of course we want to work with them. They've got knowledge about building memorials and everything, and we needed that knowledge, and they were willing to help. They were more than willing to help. And this is a North Fulton County, Fulton County
Rich group,
you know, and white group. You might
call it. Say it.
Yeah.
But they judges, executives, and people that got money.
Money, yes.
There was officers, basic officers in the military that came out, and now they're working in the community, and we got them helping us.
Yeah.
You know, collaboration.
That's it.
Stop being afraid of each other. We got to get out and get our community back to sanity. We don't need to be. I'm 76 years old. I don't want to go to the store at night now. Yeah. I shouldn't think about wanting to go to the store at night.
We should feel comfortable walking to the store at night.
Yeah. I want to feel like that because I got a nice community. I like the landscape, so why would I want to walk down the street? No, I don't want to walk down the street now, because this stuff is so crazy. People will run over you and leave you lying in the street.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. We have got to get back to community. We have got to get back to sharing the way we need to share. Because those 2%ers are operating us like puppets. They're treating us like puppets. You see all the strikes going on now. And you're seeing how these people that's at the top of these businesses making all kind of money, but they don't want to pay a livable wage.
Yep.
We got to work to government that better than that. We got to elect people into our office that's not bought off by these 2%ers. Right now, they listen. I have never seen, and I'm sort of a student of American history. I never seen the House of Representatives acting the way it acted.
Yes.
Never seen that. Never. In my years, I never seen it. And what it says to me that they just gonna carry out the coup that they started.
Yeah.
And we gonna sit back and let them. Oh no, we ain't. No, we not. Yeah. That's what they expect.
Yeah.
They done got so bold. They just bold with it because now they done got us fighting and killing each other like dogs. So the few of us that's left and trying to advocate for change, they about done bought into that because they got Tim Scott not voting for the Supreme Court justice. I couldn't understand that.
Yeah.
I I couldn't understand that.
Yeah, these are officials that the community has elected to govern. But they're choosing not to govern by the laws of the country, but by laws or by ideas. They aren't laws, by ideas they think on how the country should be run, how people and situations should be legislated. Not the law of the country, but by their interpretation of the law. And the sad part about that is these people are in very powerful positions that make life-changing laws and directives and decisions that will affect how this country is run. And yet they have no idea, well, correction, they have every idea of what they're trying to accomplish. And they know what they are trying to accomplish will benefit only a few.
Only a few.
You know, and that's not fair. You were elected to govern to create laws and directives and to affect the operation of the country.
Yeah, and to grow it.
Yes.
Not to constrain it. You know, they want, you got this group that want to make it a white country.
Exactly.
Come on, that's not gonna happen.
Yes.
Ain't nobody everybody that's of color is not just finna get up and leave.
Yes.
What they need to do is start operating with us like we're their neighbors.
Yes.
You know, if they can't operate with us like that, we're their family. Operate with us like that we're all in this together.
Yes.
And we need to start addressing some really, really critical issues of this economic inequity, because that's the root cause of crime.
Yeah.
That's the root cause. You go create lack like that, and you don't expect the people that you pushing to the lack not gonna eat. They're not gonna have stuff that they want in this big old society that everybody else is having. They need to, you know, really. And I'm gonna say this here. You know, there've been more wars fought over religion than any other idea with man. And now I'm gonna go back to the seminary for a minute. But see, when we teach these ministers, you know, they know how to. These are like small dictators, really. You know, they got a dictatorial rule in the church. You know, they're the one that interpret the word of God and they read the word of God to you and not interpret it in a way that it fits a political ideal,
Exactly.
rather than a spiritual reality. And by doing so, they have concocted religion in a way that is turning a lot of people away from the church. Just church hurt. Church hurt.
Yeah. Church hurt.
Church hurt.
Yep.
We need to understand that. See, this is why the word says study to show thyself approved. I'm gonna get there one day. I'm gonna preach that, but, you know. But see, what we got all these preachers, the dictators. Dictators. You know, we get over the church. We got this authority, and sometimes it's abused. You know,
Yes.
it's abused, and that abuse is causing the people to turn away from what they need most.
Yes. Yes.
That's where the strength of character comes from. And we are not teaching that to our children today, and they are going out to clubs, to events, to school. I mean, they're in high school fighting like they're on a wall. Children.
Yes.
We got to take our community back.
Yeah.
And the way we're gonna do it with the vote. You know, we know the Pledge of Allegiance, we know the Bible, we know all of this stuff, and we got to stop letting people interpret it in a way that it justify what they're doing, cause they ain't doing it right.
Right.
The outcome is not right, you know, because what they putting in it ain't right. You know, if you can't, you cannot keep, veterans cannot afford to keep standing by, because what this new crew is talking about, they gonna cut veterans benefits. Period. And that's what happening with this oversight, right? They're going back with this oversight and gonna blame the people that the victims. They're gonna blame the victims with this. And we can't just sit back and say nothing to these congressmen. What kind of stuff is this? You gonna tell the person that, well, we done overpaid you, so we got to get it back. Years. Now I can understand a month. You know, you can make a mistake for a month, but for years, and then you gonna blame the victim. What that do? That shatters that household income.
Yeah. No, it destroys that household income.
You're right.
Because most of us cannot go without a pay period.
Right.
We are living from pay period to pay period, and then you're going to withdraw some of the funds from the money that I am living pay period to pay period. You're talking about a disaster looking for a place to happen.
And I'm gonna tell you something. What the number 45 said when he was in the office. One reason he didn't mind shutting down the government because there's nobody work for the government but Democrats. The truth of the matter is, what demographic worked for the government more than any other? Us.
Yeah.
So we can look for the government to be shut down in the next 45 days if we sit down on our morals.
Yes.
We need to be calling all of these politicians, whether we voted for them or not.
Yes.
And then getting into their district and finding veterans and talking to them and saying, man, listen, y'all can't keep voting for these folks. These folks finna destroy everything we serve for.
Yeah.
We got to build coalitions.
Yeah.
And the best coalition that we can build is one with veterans. So they know what it is to serve honorably in the government.
Yeah.
You know, I know that my friend and didn't want to die in Vietnam. I know he didn't. When we was going to Vietnam, neither one of us thought about that. We thought about when we got back what we're gonna be doing.
Exactly.
You know, we're gonna get back, man. We're gonna blah blah blah. We're gonna roll this thing. I came back crazy. He didn't come back at all.
Yep.
That's the loss of my family. That's the loss of his family. That's the loss of our community.
Exactly.
And we need to stand on that. We need to be pointing out because less than 1% of the population ever served in the U.S. military. And most of them that go in, that want to go in, can't serve because they're ruled unfit in basic training. They can't stand the rigor. It wasn't meant for everybody. Now the VA, the largest healthcare system in the world, they give them $309 billion. That's this year. And they saying they ain't got enough. They ain't got enough to serve the veterans the way they need to be served. And they take it light.
Yeah.
They think it's all right. We need to use our vote to change this stuff.
Yes.
We can do it. We need to use our votes to change it. On the city level, we got people on the city level don't need to be there. On the county level, we got people in the county government don't need to be there. State level,
Yeah.
you know, and the federal. All these people that we vote for, then they go out and hire out of their flock. They go out and hire their flock. So that's what you greeting when you go into these agencies and trying to get things done. You got people that act like the people that you voted for.
Yeah.
They don't care. They don't think about what they doing there. They there on their job. This is my job. I'm doing my job. I read a letter from a guy that went to the VA. They barred him from the VA because he spoke out against what they were doing. They barred him. He was disrupted. We got to get better.
Yes.
We can do better. We are better, and we're better together.
Yep.
When we all come together on this common idea of the United States of America and get what it. Listen, this is the richest nation on planet Earth. We got the best schools. We got the strongest economy. We definitely got the best military.
Yep.
And we got the best system of government design, but it's being infiltrated by distractors. You know, terrorists. I call them terrorists. They infiltrate the government. They get in these seats and they start talking about, well, we're gonna have an impeachment inquiry, and you got to vote on stuff that need to be voted on.
Yeah.
Inquiry. You ain't got no evidence of the man doing that. Why are you wasting time? You need to be working on keeping the government open, but getting the government funded, doing something about the border. You saying it's a problem? It's a problem. It definitely got to be a problem to those people that's sleeping on the street.
Yeah.
This is Veterans Talk.
Yes.
It ain't nothing but a thing, but it's a thing we want you to tune into every Saturday afternoon. Because we're here doing the same thing we've been trying to do ever since we started the show. Make sense out of a sensitive situation called the plight of veterans in the USA, and the USA with the plight of veterans. We are here every Saturday trying to be that voice, trying to bring sense, reason to the table so that we can follow, not just because we want to be here talking to you. We want to talk to you, so we want to do something with you. We want to do something with you. We want to work our communities. We want to bring sense back to how we vote. This year, we can't wait to 2024.
Yes.
Everybody got our attention on 2024. They got local elections this year.
Yes.
Don't forget it. Look at the candidates. I see signs up already.
Yes.
Look at them. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and share us with everybody you know to make sure that they get a chance to talk with Tony. And you know, you can stop me from talking, but I'm gonna be talking anyway because see, we need to be talking. The conversation that we raise a conversation that we want you to talk in your household. You know, we want you to do it in your house. We don't want you to just do it here with us because it won't matter that much. But it'll matter when you start talking to your children about voting, talking to your neighbors about voting, talking to your friends. And just ask them, listen, are we going to let this go this way? Or are we going to stand up and say no? I say let's stand up and say no.
Yes.
Stand up, stand up. Till next week, we are here ready to do the same thing. So, take it out.
Yeah.